Okay, so maybe I will just start out by admitting that I am a bad fan, okay? You got me. I love the Browns, don't get me wrong, but I don't like being labeled a hater. I'm not a super fan, I'm not like going to all the games and buying jerseys, naming my cat Miles. All right, I did name my cat Miles, but other than that, I'm just a fan. I like to watch the games on Sundays. That was not a fun game to watch yesterday. That was the first problem. That was not a fun game to watch. And then, the DTR praise that some of you are dishing out, I don't quite understand. I don't know. Like I said at the beginning, I'm just a bad fan because I'm a little confused. Part of me is just frustrated too because I do feel like this is finally a team that can win. And starting with the Chubb injury and the offensive line and then the quarterback, it's just like I can feel it falling apart. I know they're 7-3. But what was the record last year? 8 or 9 games into the season. I mean, you guys' memory is really short. And like on the play calling, like you guys were kind of talking a little bit of both. On one hand, it was like, don't be hating on DTR, and then on the other hand, it was like, well, Stefanski had to call that kind of a game. And then you guys were talking about the dropped passes a lot. Now I don't recall dropped passes downfield. Someone was like, come on, man, there was dropped passes downfield. I really do not recall very many of those. The drops that I remembered were guys were running like routes that either ended at the line of scrimmage or were like 2 yards downfield. So for David Njoku, he's probably not used to the ball cut. Like, the quarterback and Njoku were about as far away from I am from the camera here, if you know what I'm saying. There's not this, they need a little separation. So I feel like that was part of the problem with the drops. They're just not used to running 2 yard routes. And I did look in there. I did say, look, a win is a win. I'll take it. I'll take a win over the Steelers anytime. But just after watching horrible football for 3 hours, one decent drive, and then the defense, This is the same defense that gave up 37 points to the Colts, okay? They were playing the Steelers yesterday. The Steelers have an offense that's also awful. I don't want to come on. See, here I am hating on the defense. But look, the defense maybe not as good. Like somebody was talking 2,000 Ravens when it comes to this Browns defense. Come on, man. Somebody hit me with a come on, man. I'm hitting you with a come on, man. That's one of the greatest defenses ever. All right. What about the 85 Bears? All right. So I guess my point is yes, I'm a bad fan. But there's a reason for that. I've been a Browns fan. I've seen a lot of bad stuff happen to this team. Not always their fault. And then on DTR, look, I did say, like, yeah, look, it's not his fault. He shouldn't be starting. He was a seventh round pick for a reason. That means every team passed him over and over again. And the Browns never thought it. They had absolutely zero intentions of him starting this year. So all you guys in your DTR chants, just call. I appreciate you backing the guy. I should too. I should be more supportive. He's a rookie. He shouldn't be playing. He's been forced in there. I mean, the game plan yesterday, I will say, was better than when he started the first time against the Ravens, but that was awful football. I mean, like someone pointed out, hey, look, they had to call the plays that way to protect DTR. It's like, well, which is it? Does he need protected because he can't handle pressure and he'll turn the ball over? Or, I don't know. I just feel like there was a little bit of, Browns fans talking out of both sides of their mouths. But the one thing they're right about is I'm a hater. I'm sorry. I do love the Browns. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I want a Super Bowl. That's it. And I don't see a Super Bowl with your boy DTR. And Kevin Stefanski. I've had about enough of him too. All right, let's call another 2 yard pass. It's 3rd and 13. Let's end the route at the line of scrimmage. I mean, come on. You got to admit, on the 3rd and 13 when they threw the ball 0 yards downfield, that was pretty bad. They had one drive. At one point, the drives were going backwards. It would start out 1st and 10, and by the time they punted, it was like 4th and 14. They had one drive where they gained 2 yards. But the bottom line is, when the game was on the line and the shit mattered, DTR and Stefanski got it done. Steelers, boo.